So, hi everyone. I will present to my paper, Design 2040 Networks Under Constraints using Max-Neef Fundamental Human Needs. I will present to you, and my colleagues are here, Bénédicte and Nathalie. So, let's talk about this article. Here we can see the table of contents. So, let's talk about the key research question. Which methodology to design 2040 networks under GAG constraints? So it implies the or question what in minimal subset of essential digital service should be kept by 2040. Because Orange want to reduce his carbon footprint by 2040. So we need to understand and determine what is the minimal subset of digital. So it's in an extension, we can talk about which methodology to design 2040 networks below planetary limits, if you want to have a better scope or what we talk about. So let's talk about our approach, because we need to understand how can we reduce the carbon footprint of digital. Donc our approach was talk about a low-tech approach as a solution. The low-tech is a French trend which born during the 2070s, and we can talk about it's similar as frugal innovation, but with the maximization of social utility of what we produce and minimize their environmental impact. So that we can synthesize this methodology by the three pillars: useful, accessible, and sustainable. Accessibility like financial and intellectual. But we can add to this pillar the local and empowering criteria. So like we can understand, like local is in a small geographic area. So like I say, we talk about three pillars. We need to understand what is the need, the useful pillar, was the need. So there is a lot of common methodologies to question humans' needs, like the well-known Maslow pyramids. Another approach from books by a French sociologist is artificial needs, and the approach that we talk about is the matrix of fundamental human needs, and we discover here with an article from Gauthier Roussil with which the name is the essential needs from low tech. So it's a continuation of our work. So what is Manfred Max-Neef? Manfred Max-Neef was the 20th century Chilean economist who won an alternative prize, and his thesis of work is the art of living well is much wider than the art of acquiring. There is some hypothesis of his work, like Aristotle hypothesis. There is human needs are finite, and the well-being, the doctrine well-being is eudaimonism, the fact that people will be happy by participate to the social life of the city, in opposition to the hypothesis of neoliberalism. So the matrix, we'll talk about the matrix. The matrix take 9 rows. Here, the basic human needs, like subsistence, protection, affection, and other. There was identified empirically and are invariable across time and space. And there are time and space, because we can they are invariant. We can have them in developed and developing countries. With these 9 rows, we have 4 columns: being, having, doing, interacting. This is existential needs, and it gives to us this matrix of 36 cells. So in these cells, we have the thing which name is satisphere, and satisphere like freedom. For be to be freedom, we need to be open-minded. This is the example, but I will precise it after. Here we can another vision of what is a satisphere is I think it's better to understand like this. A satisphere it's only it's quite it's the thing how we use the consumer goods to respond to an human fundamental need. So like we can see here, I delete from from for our life something like cultural television. If we delete this, it will delete a lot of consumer good like social network, flat screen, a video projector, or other thing like that. And it will um, destroy the good response of some other needs like idleness or understanding. So we need to understand satisfier like a link between consumer good and fundamental human needs. With this satisfier, we have 5 levels of satisfier to destructive until synergic. With the destructive is the bad, the worst, because a destructive response is a satisfier who don't respond to a need. We need we will use a satisfier to respond to a need, or but it will destroy a lot of and the needs that we focus on. And the synergic with one needs we need to focus, it will give stimulate other needs. I will give an example. It will be easier to understand. Here, like the satisfier of censorship, it's supposedly satisfy needs of protection, but it compromises a lot of needs because with censorship we are not we are less understand, we have a less participation and other things like that. It's similar to authoritarianism, to the satisfier authoritarianism, but in another end, we have synergic satisfiers with a direct democracy of self-managed production, which stimulates the need of participation in other case, subsistence, and stimulates other needs. This was the theory part. Let's talk about the application of the matrix. We need to, I remember you that the needs are invariant, but satisfier, what we talk about, it depends of the culture. And in that thing, this satisfier need to be, we need to asking individuals, people, what they dislike and what they wish for on the light of the matrix. So here, the methodology. So at the beginning of the work, we take 4 workshops lasting to 2 to 7 hours. So at the beginning, they are participants from our innovation, and we contextualize the exercise with the frugal generation scenario from the ADEM. In the context of Flowtech, the context of my internship. So at the beginning, we cut the number of participants to we separate a lot of participants and we ask from each group to create a matrix, a negative matrix, or what they dislike today in them country or their community. After that, we create a utopian matrix, so what they wish for in the future. And the last part is how can we link them? How can we switch to the negative to the utopian matrix? If the change are from the population, the groups, or it come from the government, exogenous, endogenous variables. So the result here. So the result in the left we have the all topics of the negative matrix. They're French because I haven't I haven't got the picture in English. So the important topic was the numeric in the negative and was a numeric in the positive matrix with some differences because in the negative we have the idea of privatization or social. It's not good actually. And in positive matrix we have the idea of a common like something share a lot. Community share a lot of consumer goods exactly together. So to have this result, we use NLP from the Spicy Library Python, and here we have some number. So the digital was 20, no, sorry, 16% of all topics that we discover in this social data. And digital was 12% of them in positive matrix. So what is the conclusion in the first first order is that the digital is not bad actually. You need to change. You need to switch to be to to link with the vision, to the vision in long term of the population. In the case of a low tech prompt contextualization of the workshop. So here's the result. So digital remains timeless because we cannot imagine a world without it, but rather a different world with it. So we have the idea of digitization, the inclusive internet that educates the population, the needs of understanding, an end to information overall the co-construction of the internet. There is the idea of a civilian internet. I don't have the good word, maybe. Like this stimulates the needs of participation and understanding, a societal shift and transformation of the company. It's linked to be with Orange, the French telecom, because we cannot find the good need to link with. And we have the structure organization of furthering our project, the need of participation. Here we have a better map of the topic of the workshop. So we link the results in 5 topics: society, reducing the role of digital technology, social organization, personalized education, and internet content. In orange, we have the relationship with orange, and with other color, the from which workshop it came. Sorry. So let's talk about the conclusion. So the result need to be interpreted with caution because we have potential bias because of the localization and the sample of participants, and because we have the needs, the vision of the internet for the territory of Lannion in French, in north of the Brittany in French. But it's a good one. We have some familiarities with results obtained from different population and at different times because we have in Oslo they have the same they make the same workshop as us with the methodology of Manfred Max-Neef, and there are the similar results like the change of internet content with the goal of a better accessibility on information to be a better consumer, and the direct democracy. We have some different approach to the future of the methodology, like the methodology of human scale development and the low-tech approach could help to define to us, help to define the floor of the donut economy, donut theory, sorry. Because with this approach, we can define what is the minimal subset of digital with planetary constraint. So maybe it could be be the floor. Yes, this is the end. Thanks to listen. Have you got any question?
Thanks, Julien. Because a lot there is like.